One Piece, 10 anime characters who would be a perfect match for Boa Hancock. Boa Hancock might have fallen for Luffy in One Piece, but who else might capture her heart in other anime universes? Boa Hancock was a member of the Seven Warlords and the leader of the Kuja Pirates in the One Piece universe. Although debuting as the main antagonist of the Amazon Lily arc, she quickly forgave Luffy's transgressions and fell madly in love with him. Although Boa's affection for the Straw Hat Captain was noted as exceptionally rare by her friends and enemies alike. He isn't the only anime character she could have fallen for. By identifying those from other anime universes who would also win the Warlord's heart, we gain a better understanding of what qualities she finds attractive. Bear in mind that certain characters will be aged up when appropriate. 10. Levi's composure selflessness would win Boa's favor. Attack on Titan. Levi Ackerman is a man entirely dedicated to his mission and is willing to fulfill it whatever the cost. Although he pays comrades just enough attention to keep him as a likable captain, he seldom enjoys petty trivialities or courtships. While Levi might lack Luffy's immaturity or outlandish sense of humor, he mirrors his romantic aloofness and dedication to allies. He was also willing to defy the government in the name of humanity, another quality Boa would appreciate given her personal experiences with the celestial dragons and how she had suffered under them. 9. Naruto is generous, outgoing, extremely powerful. Naruto Uzumaki may sometimes play up his attraction too often for Boa's liking, but he fulfills all other criteria to make him a perfect potential partner. He is a young man with a zest for life, a passion for protecting others, and an unwavering commitment to the security of his friends. Moreover, he has a shadowy political enemy in Danzo Shimura and was forced to overcome significant adversity throughout his childhood. Boa would empathize with his heavy burden, and the two leaders would eventually fall for one another. 8. Alphonse Elric has a body of iron but a heart of gold. Full Metal Alchemist. Alphonse would be a perfect partner for Boa due to the conditions surrounding his life. He was forced to adapt to his iron body in order to survive and even faced off against the corruption of Amestris government after realizing the threat it posed to its people. Moreover, he is romantically oblivious, meaning that Boa will take increasingly drastic measures to ensure that she is noticed by him. Alphonse may not realize the warlord's love at first, but the two would bond over their similar life experiences and triumphs. 7. All Might balances strength with chivalry. My Hero Academia. All Might embodies the perfect hero, having protected Japan from the League of Villains for many years. Despite his legendary reputation, he remained humble throughout his adventures and was even willing to take up a job as a teacher at UA High. Considering that he suffered through severe injury and public disgrace for the sake of his people, Boa would liken him to Fisher Tiger and soon become infatuated. In this instance, All Might's occasional episodes of obliviousness would play to his favor since it's another quality that the warlord would admire. 6. Tatsumi was a night raid assassin who put duty before love. Akame ga Kill. Tatsumi's association with Night Raid would be a tremendous credit to Boa. He was willing to put himself at substantial risk in order to defy a corrupt government on behalf of strangers, which in turn creates immediate parallels between him and Fisher Tiger. Moreover, he has proven an ability to shrug off the affection of overly amorous partners, as proven through his dismissal of his death. This would make the Amazonian warlord want him even more. 5. Jonathan Joestar was a polite, resilient gentleman. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jonathan Joestar conducted himself with chivalry until the very end. He resiliently endured a childhood of torment from Dio and instantly rushed to Irina's side whenever she was in danger. He also has a straightforward and earnest presentation that strongly resembles Boa's cannon flame, Monkey D. Luffy. Moreover, Jonathan's values of chivalry are compatible with Boa's own views on gender. Should she give him enough of an opportunity to prove his moral character? 4. Pip Bernadotte sacrificed himself for love. Hellsing. Despite his gruff appearance and mercenary vocation, Pip Bernadotte was surprisingly chivalrous. He was willing to sacrifice himself so that Ceres had enough blood to survive and defeat the Millennium Organization's brutal raid. While he was complimentary of Ceres and her charms, he was never excessively fulsome to the extent that Boa would find him grating. Pip was also willing to stand his ground against a Nazi invasion until the end of his life if necessary. Depicting the same tenacity and stubbornness that Boa appreciates from Monkey D. Luffy. Their relationship's only setback would be due to the warlord's off-putting and domineering disposition. 4. Pip Bernadotte sacrificed himself for love. Hellsing. Despite his gruff appearance and mercenary vocation, Pip Bernadotte was surprisingly chivalrous. He was willing to sacrifice himself so that Ceres had enough blood to survive and defeat the Millennium Organization's brutal raid. While he was complimentary of Ceres and her charms, he was never excessively fulsome to the extent that Boa would find him grating. Pip was also willing to stand his ground against a Nazi invasion until the end of his life if necessary. Depicting the same tenacity and stubbornness that Boa appreciates from Monkey D. Luffy. Their relationship's only setback would be due to the warlord's off-putting and domineering disposition. 2. Gon's sense of adventure would reinvigorate Boa Hunter x Hunter. Gon's insatiable sense of adventure is his most defining characteristic. It helped him travel the world without worrying about what might happen in his tireless pursuit of his father. The hunter's innocence and zest for life would invigorate Boa much like Luffy did. She would additionally be attracted by the fact that Gon is usually oblivious to women, as demonstrated through his numerous interactions with Palm. 1. Luffy is Boa's canon love interest. One Piece. Although unlikely, Luffy managed to win Boa Hancock's love after the events of the Amazon Lily arc. There were several factors that distinguished him from the warlord's hundreds of other suitors. In addition to his accidentally charming behavior and complete dedication toward comrades, Luffy was the first pirate since Fisher Tiger to have defied the celestial dragons. Considering Boa's traumatic childhood under their onerous thumb, the Straw Hat Captain's actions were adored. He was also one of the few men not to immediately objectify Boa upon meeting her.